Hello everyone, I'm Brian Dragon and welcome back to Vox Adventures. So, what are we gonna do today? Well, why not continue on with our journey to the edges? I mean, we've been that way before, so why not, go this way? Let's just see here. Excuse me. So, what should we talk about? Oh, I don't know. At this point, I'm just trying to stay focused. I have been looking for a Slavicized retelling of the Trojan War. Uh, Graphic novel format. It's technically an anthology, with the second story being about that Slavicized retelling of the Trojan War. I've been considering using that for inspiration to do a partially Gaelicized retelling of the Trojan War. The Achaeans would be Gaels, and the Trojans would be Romano-British. Also, I just discovered that the Royal Shakespeare Company does region-free DVDs, film stage productions of their uh, productions. That's neat. Because I recently discovered that, like, 7 years ago or so, they did a Tortoise and Cressida in a post-apocalyptic setting. Now let's take a moment to talk about character design slash casting. In regards to Castor and Polydeuces, also known as Castor and Pollux, yes, they're twins, but for some reason they're always portrayed as identical. But they don't have the same father. One of them is the son of Tyndareus, the other the son of Zeus. I can never remember which is which. Of course, with her sisters, I can always remember Helen is the daughter of Zeus and Clytemnestra is the daughter of Tyndareus, but that's probably because they're never grouped together like their brothers are. But here's the thing. If you would not cast the same person to play both Helen and Clytemnestra, or not give them the same character design, why would you do the same for Castor and Polydeuces? Hmm. This is a nature reserve. On a similar subject, you have Heracles slash Hercules and Iphicles. Again, twins, but Heracles is the son of Zeus, his great-great-grandson also. While Iphicles is the son of Amphitryon. And also Zeus's great-great-grandson. I've never seen anyone cast the same person to play both Heracles and Iphicles. I've never seen a case of the same character design being used for them. So, why the same with Castor and Polydeuces? I'll tell you. I don't know. Oh, good lord, did I really talk about that? I apologize. I'm sure no one's interested in that. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Just carry on then. Oliver's just looking out the window. I see skeletons are out in force. Not today, Skeletor. Pretty sure this is the... Yeah, this is the direction I was going in. Gotta make sure I don't get myself turned around. It's too bad about Maggie Smith's passing. I've been making my way through the movies of hers that I own, so I've watched the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel movies, Clash of the Titans, Harry Potter films 1 through 4, but I will probably, that will of course be going on hold with October being upon us. Did I mention that I watched Clash of the Titans? A fantastic movie. Although I do agree with Ray Harryhausen that it's some of his weaker stop motion, that it was some of his weaker stop motion work. If you want to see his best work, I suggest Jason and the Argonauts. It was his personal favorite among all of his work, and it's mine also. Yeah, there's some fantastic performances in Clash of the Titans, like Laurence Olivier as Zeus, Claire Bloom as Thetis. No, wait. Claire Bloom as Hera. Maggie Smith was Thetis. But yeah, Maggie Smith, always, she was always one of the actresses who give the, if she's in something, you know she'd give one of the best performances. Did you ever see her in Othello with, opposite Laurence Olivier? Yeah, Laurence Olivier was Othello. It was the time when, you know, well, I guess you technically call it the blackface era, but, um, well, it doesn't have the exaggerated features, and, the makeup is, well, it makes him look gray. It looks weird. It just looks weird, and, yeah, I can probably see why it's the only case I've seen in color. I mean, there was, of course, the brown face version, because let's start with something here. Oh, for God's sake. Moor has never been an actual ethnic group. Oh. It's been used to refer to, Amazigh people. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Who are, North African. Some sub-Saharan people. Muslim Europeans. And by Shakespeare's day, it was basically just a word for a dark-skinned person. It was interchangeable with Indian, African, Ethiopian, and returning to the Amazigh, they're sometimes light-skinned, sometimes dark brown at the most. So, again, it doesn't really... Yeah, we really have no idea what ethnicity Othello even is supposed to be. But I have seen one where Othello was portrayed as Arab. Because that's the big question, isn't it? Was he Moor? Was he Arab? Maybe he was something else. I mean, was he black or was he Arab? But he could have been something else. It could have been hair color based. He could have just had dark hair. Yeah, but yeah, that brown face one actually had Anthony Hopkins. as Othello, and it's probably the best rendition of Othello I've ever seen. Uh, Anthony Hopkins is great. Bob Hoskins is a fantastic Iago. But of course, the whole makeup thing to make yourself look like a different ethnicity is out of practice. But even then, it's still a good rendition. But let's return to the Muslim European thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that, uh, it is just a religious thing. So you could realistically have Othello be played by, you know, an actor of European descent, and yeah, it's you have to remember that Moor has never been an actual ethnic group. Ah, of course, I've never seen any discussion in the case of the other Shakespearean Moor, that being Aaron from Titus Andronicus. He's universally believed to be black, but of course I'd like to see something different. Because remember, Moor has never been an actual ethnic group. With that in mind, you could reimagine someone like Sir Bryant from The Legend of Prince Valiant or Azim from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. You could have them be Amazigh, you could have them be Muslim Europeans. What you have to remember is that Moor has never been an actual ethnic group. It's been a blanket term for specific types of people. Hello. Wait. Yeah, screw it. I don't care if I don't have torches. Now, speaking of Othello and Azim, I have heard that Morgan Freeman has played Othello. I would honestly like to see that. Apparently, it was a screen adaptation. I would honestly like to see it. Of course, I'd also like to see. I also wish there had been a film stage production of that 1997 production featuring Patrick Stewart as Othello, where Othello was white and everyone else was black. Well, for goodness sake, when are we ever going to see that again? Yeah, when are we ever going to see that again? Oh, if you're wondering who played Iago in Othello alongside Laurence Olivier and Maggie Smith, it was Frank Finlay. Fantastic actor. He also played Porthos in Richard Lester's Three Musketeers films, and he was Van Helsing in the 1977 miniseries Count Dracula, which is considered to be the most faithful screen adaptation of the book. Though it does take some few liberties, such as Mina and Lucy being sisters. But that would be all for today. I'm Brian Croy Dragon signing out. Stay straight.